It was just another rush hour in New York. Passengers of a busy subway car bound for Manhattan paid little attention as the train was nearing the 36th Street station. Then, chaos erupted.
Developing right now, a terrifying attack on the subway.
Multiple people have been shot, and separately.
I'm MJ Banias, and this is The Breakdown.
Frantic search for the gunman who targeted riders during the busy morning commute.
The shooting set off panic and chaos.
With transit ridership across the world slowly increasing after the COVID-19 pandemic, safety and security for commuters is a top priority. While subways and metros are still some of the safest forms of travel, domestic terror attacks like the one in Brooklyn remind us that public transportation can be an easy target.
You don't see the type of security that you'd see in airlines because people have a lot of freedom of movement when they get on.
Professor of Homeland Security and Emergency Management at Tulane University, Robert Allen, has spent 30 years working in the U.S. intelligence community and law enforcement.
The tough part about that is that subway systems, train systems, bus stations, all that other stuff are soft targets.
So what exactly is a soft target? And more importantly, how do you stay safe in these situations? To answer these questions, let's begin by breaking down what happened on the New York subway that day. On Tuesday, April 12th, surveillance footage shows the suspect, Frank James, heading towards the King Highway subway station in Brooklyn, wearing a reflective jacket, hard hat, and carrying 2 black bags. Around 6:15 a.m., he's seen inside the station, using an emergency exit to access the platform. 2 hours pass, and because of faults in the security camera system, it's unclear when the suspect boards the N-Line train for Manhattan. Traveling north, he arrives at the 59th Street station at around 8:24 a.m. Due to the number of people who ride the subway on a daily basis, heavy security infrastructure doesn't exist. Places like the subway are called a soft target.
A soft target could be like a mall. It could be a train station. It could be a bus station. You got a lot of freedom of movement, and nobody's restricting your movement.
So the shooter is on board as passengers catch the train. At 8:26, the metro departed 59th Street and headed for 36th Street. As the subway neared 36th, it slowed down and stopped temporarily due to delays on other lines.
The incident started between stations, so basically you were confined to a specific area.
The suspect then opened his bags, put on a gas mask, detonated 2 smoke bombs, and pulled out a Glock 9mm pistol, modified with an extended magazine.
When you're in a subway station, you are consolidated, you're underground. I mean, where do you run to? You can run to the front, you can run to the back.
Smoke filled the train car. The suspect then blindly discharged 33 rounds. At this point, according to Robert, options are limited.
If you can run, you run. If you can get off, start running out the end of the subway, hit the emergency exits, or you can hide, you hide. You get down. I mean, when bullets start flying, you get down.
After 33 rounds, police believe the shooter's gun jammed as the train pulled into the 36th Street station. At 8:28 a.m., the Metropolitan Transportation Authority tweeted that smoke had been detected on the N-Line train. Meanwhile, video shows panicked passengers fleeing the subway as smoke billows onto the platform. Some of the wounded crawl out of the train while others are carried. A few people administer first aid. Most passengers cross the platform and board the northbound R-Line train to escape. However, the shooter removes his reflective vest and hard hat and gets onto the same train, blending in with the others. At 8:36 a.m., the MTA releases a follow-up tweet stating that emergency crews are responding to the smoke. Moments later, the R-Line train departs and stops at the 25th Street station, where the passengers, including the shooter, disembark. He then exits the station and at 8:40 a.m. is caught on a security camera walking down 25th Street, where he eventually gets on the B67 bus and disappears. A little over 24 hours later, on the corner of East 6th and 1st Avenue in Manhattan, the suspect is arrested after he is spotted near a local McDonald's. 10 people were shot, but fortunately, there was no loss of life. Although motives for mass shootings vary, The easy and legal access to firearms, as well as the soft target location, played a role in the shooter's ability to carry out this attack. It's impossible to have perfect security on transit, and like it or not, it falls on the public to be prepared. So, what is the biggest lesson we can learn?
Situational awareness, bottom line up front, know your surroundings. Just pay attention to what's going on around you. And I'm not saying walking around thinking everybody's a threat, because 99.9% of the time, most people are good people just going through life. But at the end of the day, is just, you always want to be prepared.
Look around and read the scene. Observe the people surrounding you. Does anyone or anything seem suspicious? For most of us, soft targets are unavoidable. We ride the subway, we take the bus. Keeping a low profile and being vigilant is often the best course of action. For security professionals like Robert, it all boils down to situational awareness. Thank you for watching, and please click subscribe to stay on top of new episodes. I'm MJ Banias, and this has been The Breakdown.